Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 here with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the reissue Earthrise War for Cybertron trilogy. Oh god, I forgot his name. Trailbreaker. Trailbreaker. I definitely didn't look at the instructions to remember that. But yeah, here he is, and we'll start with a quick look at the box. There we have some artwork of Trailbreaker breaking some trails. Never heard that one before. We got some Earthrise artwork there. We got some stuff up here, legal jargon, and then our product shots on the back. No bio. That's too expensive. And there's the box. And we do get our lovely instructions. And yeah, it turns out that little red thing came with this guy because it's in the instructions. Again, nowhere to use it or anything, not in the instructions or on the box, but hey, at least now I know where it came from. Not that I'm ever going to use it. So yeah, there's that. And here we have the figure himself, and there he is with his big dad bod belly. And yeah, I'm happy to have this guy in my collection. This is my first Trailbreaker, so I definitely want to fix that. But yeah, this guy saw the reissue came out, and I got him a little bit cheaper because I think of a discount. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember, but I got him like $5 off somehow. But yeah, a neat little figure. I've seen this mold a couple times before, but overall, still pretty neat. As far as articulation goes, we do have a ball jointed head. We also have a little panel that it's on that kind of wiggles back and forth. We do have a couple of weapons here on hinges on his back, and this does open. So there's that. We do get 360 at the arm, and we do get these hinges here. They are a little on the loose side. They won't pass a shake test, and I think that's been pretty consistent again on all the versions of this mold that I have. But we do get a bicep swivel, which also feels a tiny bit loose, and we do get a very deep elbow bend due to transformation, and we do get a wrist swivel. Do get a 360 at the waist, and we do get that far forward, and yeah, that's as far back as it goes. It looks like there's some collision with the waist pieces. We do get a I can never remember the name. Thigh swivels. I always get that and bicep swivel mixed up or something. And yeah, the mushroom peg is a little misshapen because I can feel it clicking. But it doesn't pop off, so that's fine. We do technically get double joint at the knee for a full knee bend. I mean, one of them is technically the transformation joint, but hey, more posability, why not? And we do get an ankle tilt. So there is that. And admittedly, he does look a little bit better from the front. His entire legs are pretty much hollow. But that is partially for transformation. I'm not the biggest fan of these big flaps behind his arms, though I do think I think that's because of Hoist, because I'm pretty sure Hoist did have those even in the animation. I don't think Trailbreaker did, but they share like slightly retooled body molds even back then, I believe, so that's why. But you know, it is what it is. You have some nice blue there for the eyes. Got a big Autobot symbol there on his belly. Some nice silver there on the legs and for the blaster. And that does just plug into his hand. So, and if you want to store it, you can plug it into his back. This is the same place you store it for vehicle mode. So there, here's that. And yeah, as with this opening, you can flip away the weapons, which is cool. But let's do a quick size comparison. Here he is next to Lift Ticket, which is the, I believe, Diaclone repaint of Hoist. I do not have any Hoist, unfortunately, so that's a bit of a bummer. And, let's see. Here is an Optimus, just because Autobot Dad bought Optimus from the, this was the Takara release that came without any extra trailer bits, so. Anyhoozle. I think that's about it for the robot mode. Pretty straightforward here. So let's go ahead and knock out that transformation. I am going to take this a little fast since, you know, this mold isn't exactly new. But we are going to untab his tummy and bring that forward. We are going to bring this back piece up. We do want to flip his head back around to bring up that roof piece. I'm going to bring his arms, rotate them back. We want to take his legs and flip them up and fold them over, like so, and like so. And we're going to flip this up, bring these legs inward. And we do want these arms basically like straight out to the side while we bring these down, and like so. And make sure that, pretty sure, is that already all the way in? I think it is, maybe. No, it was not. Okay, it's colliding. Bring that out to the side, bring this down, and make sure it's all the way in. And we want to take this, and it's on this double hinge, so we want to make sure that it's all the way forward. Clicks into place, and then we're going to come here, bring the legs up, and they are going to tab in both into these side panels and the bottom of this roof piece. So the legs, the little tabs here, are going to tab into this little hole port section here, like on his kneecap. And then there's this little slot here. It's going to go into this little tab right here. And we just kind of want to wiggle them all together, like so. And like so. There we have the back done, and this is not sitting completely straight for some reason. Okay, I think that's fixed. And then with the arms, you're gonna want to make sure that they're facing down, and you're gonna fold them at the elbow, like so. And you're gonna bring the front of the truck down, and it should just tab into place. And if you push these up, just make sure that they're not dragging on the ground. And there we have him in his vehicle mode. And yeah, again, this is just, you know, pops on top of the store, and he rolls pretty well. Should probably scoot that down a little bit. So nice rolling there, and I do believe, yeah, these are actually clipped-on wheels, so they roll really well for clip-on wheels. You have some nice silver there for those wheels as well. And yeah, you do kind of get some robot kibble here on the back, and yeah, his hands are just kind of hanging out the bottom, but no big deal. I do actually like that clear plastic there for the, I believe, are those? Oh wow, yeah, that whole front piece is clear plastic. I feel like just doing these as inserts would have been cheaper, but I'm not Hasbro, so. But yeah, nice little vehicle mode. And for a comparison, I have his Diaclone repaint. This is actually the first version of the mold I had. So I'm glad to have the G1 character version. I do still like this. I can never remember his name though. But yeah, it's blue versus black. And that's how he looks there. And can I get a deluxe that's in vehicle mode? Oh, yes I can. Sort of a weird one, but here he is next to one of the aerial bots in Slingshot, just to give you a comparison with a different deluxe. But yeah, again, this is like a reissue of a figure that's been around for several years, so most people are already going to have their opinions on this one. But you know, I figured I'd just do a review on it since it's new to me, sort of. I guess it's really not because I had that repaint, but it's my first trailbreaker. Got that going. So, but yeah, it's an alright figure. Nothing to really write home about if you ask me. Again, it does feel a little compromised having this whole front piece being clear plastic, and then there's definitely the big arm flaps, which I'm pretty sure are just a leftover from the trailbreaker version. But again, it is what it is. I don't hate it by any means. It's alright. It's alright. But yeah, so there is that, and I think that's about it for this review. So this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.